All praises to Yahweh, Baashem, Yahawashi, the honors to Apostle Elders in New York, GMS. Salutation to y'all around the world. It's Ceasing True. My name is Maya Kaada Nagab, and with the Chicago branch of Great Millstone. And like a disclaimer that we are not black Hebrew Israelites, we are Israelites. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is in the confusion of faith scattered abroad. Okay, black is a color, not a nationality. Okay, and we are not affiliated with any black identity stream groups. All right, so right here, man, this is a picture I took at the L stop, L train stop, CTA on 95th and State. This picture was displayed at one of those, if you travel in Chicago, New York, or any L cities, you see little stores, get little potato chips and everything, man. Newsstand, whatever name you call it, man. All right. So this picture, interesting, was hung up in the window, man. And I only seen like one person. It was a Jake, female Jake, young woman. She was looking at the picture. I wondered like it was like the day before something I seen her at the L. So I was like, what the hell is she looking at over there? So I noticed it when I was making my transit on 95th and State, and that window. I said, oh, that's what the hell she was looking at. And it's interesting that, and those newsstands, the newsstand stores, little stores and the commuter train stations or L train station, whatever you call it, is mostly owned by either Ishmael, so-called Arabs. It might be owned by so-called East Indians, Elam, or it might be owned by I'm just guessing, might be owned by Put, so-called Somalians, which are Hamites, or Kush, so-called Ethiopians. So either one of the groups, man. But the point is, man, that the other nations outside America, man, they know the truth, man. In particular, the groups that come from northeast Africa, or North Africa, some of them, because Esau, he went over real colonizing the other nations too. But really here in America, man, it's pushed hard that America, wherever state Esau dominate the whole world anyway. But it's like America, South Africa, Australia, blah blah. But it's pushed hard that the one everybody called Jesus looks like a so-called white man. Well, it's not according to scripture. You read according to scriptures, man. This is grabbing this man right here. All right, you see his burnt brass skin. All right, dark brown skin, so-called black skin, brown skin. All right, now in Revelation, you don't have like the white woolly, the white woolly hair, because his head is covered, but you have his beard. So his beard is all right. So there you go, man. All right. So we always know that the so-called Negro hair. Well, you can see a little bit of his hair, like right there, but it's not white. All right. You can see his nose, his lips. That's so-called Negro. All right. If Yahawashi was walking around today in society and he keep a profile low and anything like that, just walk around in these well, I'm gonna call it raggedy clothes. Ain't good enough for our our prince. So if he walk around in these clothes, the raggedy clothes, I'm calling raggedy because it's not good enough for him. But anyway, if you walk around in raggedy clothes that everybody wear every day, man, he would be classified as a Negro, because the so-called Negroes of the Americas are from the tribe of Judah, man. All right, and you see he clearly fits the description. How the scriptures fit him, man. And our people so deaf, blind, and dumb, man, because they've been brainwashed by this plantation Christianity to think that Yahawashi, the one everybody called Jesus, is a so-called white man. And Esau brainwash our people do that to look at him as a god, man. Because Isaiah chapter 14, what did Esau say? He said he wants to be like God. All right, he wants to be like Yahweh. He also said that in Psalms chapter 10. All right, don't believe me? Go read it yourself. So I'm just going to scriptures, man. I'm gonna bring this back later on. All right, so right here. We'll wait on this tab. Right here. Because you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American Israelites, man, your mind is destroyed, man. It's I wish I had that clip of brother Canassa with the camp he was in. Among Us. Well, he's still part of that camp, but the camp, like it was like before fall had came last year, man. It was this it's a car wreck, man. He was bugged the hell out, man. He had an American flag on everything, man. And he tried to come up to the camp with basically it was Yakya camp. And Canassa part of Yakya camp. So he tried to try to teach Canassa, and he said, I believe I wasn't there, but it was about Yahawashi. So when everybody knew called Jesus, and Canassa was showing that he's so-called black man according to scriptures, and this so-called Mexican, he is a car, right? Tribe of Issachar, that's what tribe so-called Mexicans from. He got upset, man. I mean, he got real upset, loud, man. He got so loud, man, that the people on Monroe Street downtown called the police, man. I mean, that's how bad it was, man. That's how our people destroyed, man. And then he came back for a second time, man, and cause the last thing he was like he was the first encounter he had with Canassa County. He was there for a good 5 minutes, and he was at F Black Jesus. I mean, he was the demons heavy on him, man. Then he came back like a couple minutes later. Then he stayed like 2 minutes and started cussing at the brothers, man. Because the brothers was telling the truth. And that guy, man, he's a representative that built out Issachar, right, so-called Mexican. He's basically he represents how people destroyed, man. It said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. It said, thou hast forgotten the law, that power. I will also forget thy children. Our people are destroyed, man. Our people in the low state, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, man. We're stateless, man. We're called bywords: African American, Negro, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Colombian, Brazilian, Native American. Those are not true nationalities. Our nationality is Israel. Then within the 12 tribes of Israel, you have what? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Levi, Issachar, Ephraim, Gad, Reuben. Our people destroyed, man. And our people been destroyed by this. Esau used this image to make itself seem like God, man. This is clearly, the scriptures clearly don't fit this, man. I mean, come on. It don't, man. No problem. I'm about to read the scriptures to see it. Then you got like this damn devil, man. This chocolate devil named Garfield, man. He talking shit against the truth. And also, Sarnetta, but Garfield actually said about 2 weeks ago that the Jews was white, so-called white, so read right here, Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. It says what? It said his head and his hairs were white like wool. Okay? His hairs were white like wool. Yeah, woolly hair. As white as snow, his eyes were the flame of fire. The so-called black man's eyes is like a flame of fire. He's angry. He said his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in the furnace. His voice had the sound of many waters. So he had a deep voice. He had woolly hair, which was white, and his feet were burnt like fine brass. What's the color of brass? Is brown. So this clearly right here, man. These images don't fit the description, man. His skin is not burnt like brass. His skin is translucent. It's showing red flesh. It's showing red blood to it, man. All right, so this is a false image, man. All right, this is not our savior, man, our deliverer, man. This is not Yahawashi, the one that ignorantly called Jesus, man. All right, what that picture at? Do his feet look like it's burnt like brass, man? It's not burnt like his feet, not burnt like brass. What is his feet not burnt like brass, man? It's not burnt like fire brass, man. His feet is red, so it don't fit. It don't fit the description of our prince, man. Yahawashi, our savior. Sorry, it don't, man. Yahawashi was so-called black man, dark brown man. All right, like as the scriptures say. All right. Let's see what's cool. This it's gonna take time. All right. So this fit the scriptures, man. All right. So if you don't got white hair, but hey, the skin's bronze, burnt like bronze, man. It's finished, man. All right. So this set Shalom.